Oh, okay, here we go.
All right.
It's been 8 months.
I feel like we're riding a bike again here.
Yeah, like
if we don't have to pedal.
this is about how long it takes to make a baby. 8 months. It's been that long, so this has got to be good.
To grow a baby, but to make one takes approximately 17 seconds.
17?
We got it down. We got it down.
17.
Yeah, approximately.
All right, so this would be season...
Yeah, season 1, episode 1, Dan. Let's see what
I'm
you
going to
got.
go, this is season, it feels 5-ish. I don't know when you guys change the seasons.
It's just arbitrary.
Episode 1.
You're close. This is season 3, episode 3. Now, we could have started a new season because it's been 8 months, but let's just continue because you can't have a 2-episode season.
How do we know when we're starting a new season?
We don't. I just make it up. It up. So here we are. It's 8 months later.
Yes.
June 14th.
Summer is here.
Summer's here. And we are ready to rock and roll and hopefully make this a regular occurrence again, I hope.
Yeah.
Because we have a lot to say, Dan, and our fans are they're starving for content right now.
Well, we've got content because summer's here. I had a killer night on the sandbar we're going to talk about.
We're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about, we've got some summer travels coming up, I believe. You know, you're, no school for Dan. So, that means, chopping firewood, fishing.
A lot of fishing.
A lot of fishing.
Yep.
We'll get to that. We just had a fairly significant family occasion just a couple weeks ago. We both had a daughter graduate from high school, and that's always a big occasion.
Yeah.
And
so yours has already flown the coop.
She's in Texas. She's
Austin,
in Texas.
Texas.
She's been there 8 days on her own. You
saw they had a shooting there yesterday.
Yeah. I wasn't too worried. It was down. Well, I mean, thoughts and prayers go out to the victims, obviously.
Of course.
But I mean, as far as like worried about my daughter, because it was downtown in the bar area. And,
yeah. And she's staying with my buddy Kyle and his
Marianne,
wife.
and Simon. And
she's in good hands.
Yep, she's in good hands. And Marta and I cannot thank them enough for being so welcoming to her. She's been there 8 days. She's going to start school in the fall at community college.
It's awesome.
Hopefully getting a job soon. And
everybody says, oh, they grow up so fast, and it's this cliche bull crap until it happens to you.
Right.
And then it's not so cliche.
Right.
It does seem like yesterday we were in Mississippi.
Yep. And this is the hardest one. I mean, Jory moved out, but, as I've talked to Marna about it, Jory moved out 10 years ago. She was our oldest. She still is our oldest. First one, I was in the middle of
was that 17 seconds? Oh, first one to move out. Right.
Gotcha.
Right.
I can't bear witness to that.
Fair enough.
Detail. So, I was busy, just moved to the high school. We still had 3 fairly little ones, 5, 7, and 9 at that point. So it was hard to watch Jory move, but we didn't have time to get all teary-eyed over it. And Kate is probably going to move out in a few months, but this one's tough. So yeah. Oh, do. That
ain't no baby.
So what did you? Okay, so tell us about that, Dan.
Well, Friday night, Friday we took the girls to the lake tubing, and I took my fishing poles and stayed and fished Southern Pecan.
Mississippi beer, buddy.
Is it Southern Pecan?
Back when you were drinking many moons ago.
4 years, I think.
Congratulations. We went to Mississippi a few times as a family, and this is brewed down there. And you drank your share of these, if you even remember.
I don't.
Well, but when I go back to Texas, they do have it in Texas, and I try to get it. And, sentimental value reminds me of those days. So, but anyway, okay, so back to the fishing Friday night.
So Friday night I stayed and fished my cove at Red Rock. Nothing. Had a gar on, just sat there till about 1.
Okay.
Nothing. But they don't call it catching. They call it fishing.
They do call it fishing.
So went out on the river back where I know,
the Des Moines River.
Yep.
Pretty low right now, Dan? Pretty low?
Pretty low, but
Yeah.
I got a new boat.
Got a new boat.
Flat bottom boat.
It's a new big
It
boat.
is BA. So you got to take all this stuff, man. I mean, a sandbar night, that's part of having the flat bottom. We'll have 2 boats now. So we got rods set up along the sandbar. We put PVC down in the sand to hold them.
Those are trot line?
No, those are fishing poles. And diddy poles we got set up
but
over
those
on
aren't
the
fishing
bank.
poles.
Those are just PVC. Like, it's all right. It's all right. Hey, doesn't matter.
I'm a little rusty on the vernacular.
It's okay. So, and then I found a pond that is full of bullhead fish, which are great for bait.
Okay.
You know,
pretty good eating too. Not
probably.
Really.
I don't know.
For fish.
Yeah.
For big fish. Okay.
Yep. So.
Did you throw your net out there and get those?
No, I caught most of them with rod and reel.
Okay.
And I mean, just literally over and over, a little chunk of worm. But, we had the tent set up. I had my Princess mosquito net thing set up. That's what I'm really excited about.
Saw that.
That
show our listeners your mosquito netting. It's straight out of the African Queen. How does that look, Cade?
Well, I just rigged up a big mosquito net with bungee cords over my cot.
Duct tape, right?
No, bungee cords. Bungee cords.
No duct tape.
I had duct tape. I didn't need it. I had zip ties too.
Okay. All right.
I always have that stuff.
I know you do. In your trunk.
Yep. Wherever. Big bag of lime.
And a shovel.
And a shovel.
You just never know.
I dig the hole.
I'll dig the hole. First hole you ever dug?
So, it was just, actually it was fairly slow till about 3 a.m. That's when things started popping off. So, I caught 2 that size. One on a diddy pole. The other was on rod and reel.
Okay.
And that was a trip to watch. Brad brought it in on the rod and reel. Now that wouldn't fit in the net when we got out there on the diddy pole. I literally.
So you had to go in and get it?
No, that would probably result in death.
Oh, like you've never been in the river?
Well, I have. I try not to be.
Right.
No, I just pull up alongside of them and usually will net it and then get it into the boat. And it just was too big for the net. So I just got a hold of it and pulled it in the boat.
Okay, so when you sent me this picture, this fish looks enormous.
It's a big one.
Now, I've caught a couple of 55-pound spoonbill in Missouri.
It's not as big as those.
This looks every bit as big as that spoonbill, but you're telling me it might be 30 pounds?
Yeah, I think it's probably about 30. I'm holding it. The more you hold it away from you, it's going to look bigger, but you can't hold that fish out too far because it's so damn heavy.
Right.
And it takes decades for a flathead to get that big, you know. So we
do you throw it back in? I assume.
Yeah, we send them both back. You could, yeah.
Would it be good?
Yeah, the way I cook it, it would. But we brought back plenty of fish.
Okay.
And
you caught others besides the 2 monsters?
Oh yeah, we caught tons of fish, man.
Okay.
It was great. I mean,
all catfish?
Yep. Well, we caught a gar.
Oh,
I hate those things. They freak me out.
They're pretty dangerous, aren't they? Aren't they? See, I always heard when I was a boy and I lived in Mississippi for a few years, there was a bayou near our house and kids would swim in it. And I remember one neighbor kid said, "Yeah, no, it's no problem." I was like, "Is it safe to, because I was wary, and anxious." And so, there's just a few gars in here, they might get you. And I'm like, "What?"
They won't unless you had like gangrene on you and like some rotten flesh or something, which it's a possibility.
Right.
No, They just grab. They're annoying because if you're using bait and it's dead or, a nasty shrimp or something, they'll just kind of grab it and slowly swim away. So your line just starts getting tighter. And then if you go to set the hook, you usually just rip it out of their mouth because they just have this narrow little mouth. Long, narrow, like an alligator.
All right.
They're just nasty.
Okay.
But it was just a great night, man.
Slept on the river.
Yep, slept on the river.
I imagine that to be hot and uncomfortable.
Wow, it was actually almost too cold. It got cold.
I don't believe you, Dan.
It did. It got cold. It was like 60 degrees. Winds coming through. Beautiful.
I can't sleep if I'm
I saw a shooting star. And my goal for the summer is to see a UFO. And I don't mean just a light that I can't identify. I mean, I want to see.
Well, if that's your goal, then I'm guessing you're going to see one because you're going to do what millions of other people around the world have done is they've convinced themselves that they've seen
I'm aware
something.
of that. Like, I will know if I'm creating it in my mind.
Well, but the fact that you said you want to see one tells me that you're going to see one because you're going to think that some completely explainable phenomenon is a UFO because you want it so bad. I mean, I'm not trying to hurt your feelings.
I'm not
here,
talking
Dan.
about a light. I want to see. Here's my theory, too. Well, I don't even know if I should get that.
Yes, you should. You can't tease us that way.
I think there's a mentality that you can have that will allow them. They'll let you see them if they know you're cool. I'm just saying. I think they're us.
Like humans?
Yes. Kind of.
So you think they're
I think
people in our everyday lives that appear to be normal humans, but they're really UFOs?
they're like
See, I think that about Terminators.
millions of years evolved, but they started as humans, right? The caveman. We talked about this on one of them back when. Smaller brains, bigger face, had the big nostrils. They had perfect teeth, right? Yeah. As their brains started to get bigger, their front of their face started to get smaller, right? So we needed to get braces and stuff because our teeth got crooked. But if you think about what the aliens look like in all the pictures all over the world, people of different cultures that have, allegedly been abducted or seen aliens, what they describe
conveniently
is
are
a big
human-like.
giant brain with a tiny little mouth, and they don't even use it anymore because they can communicate telepathically.
Okay,
right?
hold on. I'm going to communicate telepathically with you right now.
I told you.
Yeah, do you think it's interesting that the millions of reports of people seeing UFOs and aliens, the aliens always have some sort of vaguely human-like appearance? Do you think that's a convenient?
I think that's why it's tied to
a head,
religion.
Couple of arms, couple of legs.
They made us in his image, right? In their image.
Okay.
So the aliens could be what humans know as their God.
Okay. I have a different theory about it. I think that you probably are guess what my theory is, that the limits of human imagination preclude reports of just like, why can't an alien just be some blob? Why does it always have to be some torso with a giant head and a couple of arms and a couple of legs that vaguely look human? Why does it have to look like that? Why? Because the human imagination can only go so far. They're not really seeing these things. They're imagining these things. So, an alien from another planet might look completely different than a human being, might not have a torso and a head and two arms and two legs, but we can't imagine that. And since we're imagining these things, that's what we do.
That's probably fair. I follow that logic. You know what some people think? I mentioned how they describe aliens all over the world the same way. Some people think that they're having flashbacks of their birth.
Oh?
And that's why they think they were abducted and there were people probing them.
I can buy that a little bit. I mean, I'd have to read into that more, but that
doesn't mean the other's not true.
Explainable phenomena.
Have you seen the video released or of military when they're tracking that thing. They're called Tic Tacs.
Yeah.
And you know how they work? It's like if you had a bowling ball on a bed.
Yeah.
And you push the bed down and the bowling ball rolled there. You
Yeah.
didn't move the bowling ball. You just displaced gravity in a way.
Okay.
And that's the way these things work.
Okay.
These Tic Tacs. And that's why they don't follow what we know of are the laws of aviation, Bernoulli's theory of lift.
Okay.
They don't follow that. They're on a different program.
Okay. I view UFOs and aliens in much the same way that I view, for example, the Jeffrey Epstein, did he kill himself or was he murdered in prison debate. I acknowledge that there's a possibility that there are UFOs and aliens out there, but I need to see something. I need to be able to hold on
Blessed
to
are
it
those who believe without seeing,
I'm not that guy, It's
And how's Epstein even in there? Who
well,
cares?
I mean, there are a lot of conspiracy theories out there that he was murdered in prison.
Who cares?
Well, I know, but I mean, the whole point is that is it possible that he was murdered? Yeah, it's possible.
Probably was, I would
but
think.
there's no evidence at this point to show that. So until that happens, it seems like
If he
a
wasn't,
suicide.
he was going to be at some point.
Right.
Maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe that's a poor comparison, but it's just the first thing that came up.
gotcha.
Is it a possibility that there? Yeah, sure, of course, but I need to see a little bit more.
Yeah.
But I'm a little cynical when it comes to that stuff.
This flat bottom is so BA. It's got this like whale tail thing. So it
Okay.
just, when you hit it, it just pops up, planes out, boom.
Oh,
The river is low, and I was just hauling ass back
okay,
like that. It was
all right.
awesome. Yeah.
I'll get in it one of these days. Not, the river. Yeah, I've been on the river with you.
Yeah.
Been a few times, but
Yeah.
see how it goes.
I think
Gotta
if
be,
you'd be fine if we just get you to the sandbar.
Yeah,
we got a fire going, we got the grill going.
Yeah.
It's perfect. It's like camping.
Camping.
Okay.
Yep. We'll do it. All right. Well, Dan, I just there are some things that I'm cynical about, but when it comes to your ability to kick ass, I am not cynical about
a
that.
lot of people I think probably are.
Well, I'm
That's
not.
okay.
I'm not.
That's okay.
I know that you put a lot of time and effort into, training that you are
Not to be able to be like
No,
that, but I just
I
enjoy it.
Yeah,
I enjoy it.
But you've learned some techniques and skills that would make you more dangerous than the average person easily.
Oh yeah. And jiu-jitsu is the only art that you can really test.
Yeah.
Think about that. Like 100%. At some point, most of the time when I go to the gym, at some point I'm going to be going against another grown adult.
Right.
100%. If you did that all the time with, kickboxing
Sure.
or karate and this stuff, kicking each other in the face, but you can put someone to sleep with no long-lasting effects.
Right.
And you won that game of death,
Right.
I love it.
Yeah. Well, I know, and even before you were doing that training, you've got a tenacity that's not common. And so, when you kind of couple that natural tenacity.
Where are you going with this, sir?
Well, I'm going with, I'm kind of wondering.
Don't
what
get me
your
wrong, I like it.
Well, I'm kind of wondering what your opinion is on your own abilities versus certain opponents.
Okay. Like who?
Well, let's say, and I've got some data here that indicates a confidence level from the average human being, male and female, versus animals. So, like in a fight.
Oh, I thought
if
like a
you're-
dude in the bar or
no,
something.
no. If we could somehow set you up in a fight,
Just
with a
hands.
hands against a particular animal, I need you to rate.
If they get their claws and teeth, shouldn't I get a knife or something?
No, this
That's
is
fine.
you've got your jujitsu skills, and they've got their natural Darwinian.
Are we going in the octagon or is this like out in the wild?
I think it'd be that's a good question because it could change everything. It could change everything based on the animal. So what I need you to do when I tell you the animal, I need you to rate, a percentage of your confidence in beating this animal in a fight. Hand-to-hand combat, hand-to-claw.
Let's qualify this by saying I'm an environmentalist and I like animals. I typically only kill what I eat.
Right. So we're going to assume that you're going to eat every single thing on this list that you think that you could. I think we're going to go fight to the death. And the reason we have to do that, Dan, I think you understand, is that an animal would not understand, okay, you won the fight, congratulations, and shake your hand and you
like
shake
a meth
his paw.
head. That's why you got to choke them out.
Right. So,
an arm bar, giving them pain, you could break their arm. They're still going to keep going.
That's going to piss them off even more.
Carotids will not be
they think
denied.
they're going to die, so they're going to fight even harder. So this is all pretend, people. So no angry emails about.
It's not going to be pretending here.
So your percent, and we'll start slow.
So 100% means I'm going to win?
Yeah, you are 100% confident that you're going to beat this animal in a fight to the death.
Okay.
All right, and we'll start with something simple. Your average house cat.
100%.
Okay, 100%.
100%.
Yeah, 100%. So we have this house cat down here in the sunshine that we'll show to our viewers here. This is Gustavo.
Come here, bud. No, he's not digging me.
Yeah, he's pissed. He already thinks it's a fight.
He senses it.
All right, so 100%.
Well, I mean, they're going to cause a little bit of maybe some lacerations, a couple of scratches here or there.
Have you seen a Maine Coon cat?
A what?
It's a house cat, but it's like, typically with dogs and cats, somebody, your friend says, hey, I just got a dog. And what do you ask them?
What kind is it?
What kind of dog? Right, because there are different kinds of dogs, breeds of dogs.
Yeah.
Like, I got a golden retriever, or I got a pit bull, or I got well, with cats, generally, when somebody says, hey, I got a cat, you don't ask that because it's basically cats are differentiated by color. I got a black cat. I got an orange cat. Because cats are definitely...
Unless it's Siamese.
Yeah, they're basically inferior to dogs in about every way. I can have... That's why, like, if I got a golden retriever,
I don't know if I agree with that. I mean, it kind of depends on how you're looking at it.
I'm
starting to dig cats now.
I'm not saying I don't like cats. I'm saying that from a value standpoint.
Yeah.
Because if you want a golden retriever, guess what, Dan? You're going to have to shell out about $700 or more. Mm-hmm. Okay, but
cats are like toes.
Right.
You want a toe?
I can have a dozen healthy kittens on your doorstep by noon tomorrow. Just say the word and I could do it.
Yeah. No,
okay.
I'm good.
So, but a cat, but a Maine Coon cat, those get up to like 30 or 40 pounds. Those are like a bobcat.
Coon cat.
Maine Coon.
It doesn't matter. It's like get a hold of him.
Okay, all right. So you're still 100%. Any house cat, no matter the size.
It doesn't matter.
All right.
I'm going to get a hold of him. I'm going to put my knee. I mean, I don't know if you want me to describe.
Nah, I think it's fine. All right. Well, let's go with a medium-sized dog. Medium-sized dog would be like Merp. If
we're going to the death, a dog is not going to kill me before I kill it. Period. It's just
so you're 100% on a medium-sized dog.
Any dog.
Up to like 60, 70 pounds. Saying what? You're saying any dog?
Yeah. He's not going to kill me. He's going to.
Okay.
He's going to lacerate me. He's going to bite me. But once we are engaged and I get him on the ground.
If you get him on the ground. Okay.
How's he going to be biting me and not end up on the ground?
Okay, now first I want you to acknowledge that there are dogs that are bigger than you first.
Yeah, all right.
Okay, so there are dogs that are well over 200 pounds.
A lot of dudes bigger than me, too.
A lot of what?
A lot of dudes bigger than me, too.
That's true. But these dogs also have ginormous heads and ginormous jaws and are strong and powerful.
Yeah.
That have been bred for centuries to kill.
Yeah, I'm sure I'd struggle with some of those.
Okay, so you're acknowledging that
I'm not going to say 100%
okay,
on...
so you're saying 100% on a medium-sized dog.
Yeah.
Okay, but...
And I don't even know if it's the size that matters.
Well, there is a saying about that.
You got to keep them away from your neck.
Right.
That's the main thing.
Right. So you'd probably wear a turtleneck or something. Okay. All right. So medium-sized dog, 100%.
I don't own a turtleneck.
Large dog, like the biggest dog, biggest, toughest dogs that are in existence, you would say what percentage?
95.
95.
They might get lucky and
95.
nick my carotid or my femoral artery.
Kate, what do you think? You're for a large killer type
The big
dog.
boy's going to wear out, too. He's going to wear out.
Are you saying this big boy?
No,
Or
I'm
big
talking
dog?
about the big dog.
Okay.
You know what they train military police to do? Present your arm when the dog comes and he grabs it. You come around behind and you break their neck.
Sorry, dog lovers.
Sorry.
Pretty graphic, but
You
okay.
brought this on, Chip.
95. Okay, all right. Let's move on. How about an eagle? Now,
Number one,
of course we would
I would
never
let the
do
eagle
that.
kill me before I killed it. I would
America.
just be like,
America.
this is how I'm supposed to die
Right.
because
Just
I'm
let
down
him
with eagles.
flay
These are
you.
eagle wings.
They are.
Yeah.
They're beautiful.
So, but I think the eagle has a better chance of killing me than the dog.
Okay.
If I'm walking around, maybe my hair's a little messed up, right? Maybe it's doing a little flow like a certain cross country. No, I won't say that. Yeah, you know, maybe some years have gone by. I'm doing the comb over.
Okay.
It gets loose, and I got a little flutter going, right? But I'm walking along the beach, and all of a sudden, Mr. Eagle is like, "Ooh, there's a big old floppy fish. I think I'm gonna go get it." He comes down with his big old talons, catches me right there where the spine meets my head. You know, they thought there was a serial killer, and they're pretty sure it's an owl, that people got killed from these owls. They'd be walking. And
Owls
they'd be
creep
like,
me out. I'm going to tell you right now.
yeah, they're
absolutely
cool,
creep me
man.
out.
But yeah, that's what happened.
Okay.
But
So you're saying, okay, so
But I mean, honestly, if the eagle like was coming at me and I'm like, oh, what's up with this eagle? No, he's gonna fly in. I'm gonna be like, ooh, grab a wing, and just it's over. Like, what's he gonna do? Peck me with his? I know he's got big. That's just cuts.
okay, so
That's just
before
cuts.
well, okay, are you aware? You're aware that if you're standing up and a full-sized eagle was standing in front of you and you were squaring off, that full-sized eagle would be nearly as tall as you, I think. Am I? How tall? Kate, our technical
Their bones are like
director,
hollow.
Kate is going to talk about, or is
He'd probably
going to look that
break
up.
his whole wing off.
I'm relatively sure that an eagle, a full-size eagle, can stand 5 feet tall.
Bald eagles only get up to like 14,
Yeah, I'm not getting killed by
They
a
get
bird.
how big?
14 pounds
Nah.
with the length.
Am I thinking of a pterodactyl?
Well, they
What am
can't
I-
be heavy. They got to fly. Their bones
But
are
have
hollow.
you've seen the videos of eagles coming down and picking up a deer?
Yeah,
Baby deer.
Well, that's not a 14-pound.
they're not fully lifting them. They're just like knocking them off and stuff to kill them with like.
I've seen them. I've seen videos of them lifting them in the air. I thought.
They're strong, but
Have I been
Not like a
fooled?
full-grown deer.
they have hollow bones.
Oh,
So
eagles have hollow bones.
Yeah.
Okay,
Eagle's not gonna kill me.
disregard my previous statement about how tall
100%.
eagles are. I thought eagles were really tall.
100%.
they're big for birds, and they have their talons are like this long. Like that could pierce a lot of things. But
Okay, so give me your
100%. 100%.
Okay, all right.
Guaranteed.
I'm gonna this data that I have for an eagle compared to women, men feel most able. 38% of men.
Think they'd win? So, what's 100?
62% are saying that.
I just
Yeah,
don't
I
think
might
I
not
could.
win. I might not win. 38% are 100% sure they can win if I'm reading this properly, and if I'm not, it doesn't matter because.
And you know, you talk about like my skills or whatever.
right?
I think that is not going to really be that big of a deal compared to like just a human being. Once they know their life is on the line,
Right.
They're going to go to a place they never knew was there.
Yeah, but I think animals have got us beat into that.
Oh, yeah.
Because they live that life every single day.
Yeah.
But, okay. Let's say a king cobra.
Okay.
Now we're getting a little doubt in your mind, I think. I would hope so.
Yeah.
First off, king cobras, obviously are super deadly, but they're also huge. I mean, now I hope I don't embarrass myself again like what I did with the eagle, but king cobras are enormous. I'm pretty sure they're not just little tiny things that will sneak up behind a rock and like bite your ankle.
Right.
I think they're pretty significant.
They can reach up to 18 feet.
Yeah.
Size 10 to 12.
Okay, so
King cobra, and a king cobra bites you, and are you for sure dead, Kate?
no.
No, if you can get medical attention.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's
So basically, your technique here, Dan, would be you'd have to catch the head somehow.
no, you don't want to do that.
Why
You wanna
not?
stay away from the head. That's the dangerous part. We're going to get the tail and get him moving around until I can get a stick and get his head pushed down.
Okay.
Right?
With the stick.
You want a stick
Like a fork,
that's like
a fork
yep,
stick? Okay.
a fork stick, and you got to get his
You're
head.
just going to happen to have one laying
You'll have
around?
to angle it. Well, if I don't, I'm going to have to use my foot.
Okay.
But that's why you want to have the tail, and you're like sliding him in because he's going to be trying to turn around to bite, right? And you're like, nope, nope, nope. Finally, you get. Oh.
No, he's...
Now, right behind the head. Right behind the head. Strong.
Yeah.
Grab it. Pull it up.
And then punch it?
To kill a cobra, I wouldn't have brought it up. I would have left it there, but I would have put my heel and just crunch that thing until
And then
it just
pulled up
done. Yeah.
All right, so
I'm
give
gonna
me...
go against a cobra. 85%.
85%?
If we're talking about death, though, I'm gonna go 95 because even if he bites me, I'm gonna tourniquet myself right after I kill it.
Are you going to call a 30?
I'll probably tourniquet.
You're going to get a 30? Hey, I got to get a tourniquet on this here,
No,
King.
I'm gonna finish the job.
Finish him.
Then I'll use his body as a tourniquet. Go
And then you're
in.
going to go find his Cobra family and
they're
say,
like-
look, he's saving my life. He didn't kill me. He's saving me.
When I get to the emergency room, they're like, "What happened?" I'll go, and they'll go, "Oh, you got bit by the cobra. Good thing you used his body as a tourniquet. You probably saved your life."
All right. A chimpanzee.
Ooh. Okay, now we're talking.
Now, well, yeah, it's escalating. It's escalating.
Is he by himself?
And I'm just
Mono
going to
mono?
say, before you even get into the chimpanzee, by the end of the list, I would think you would be at 0% by the end of the list, but you're Dan Klein, and so I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay, a chimpanzee.
Like a regular one.
Well, I don't
Like,
know. Chimpanzee again is how big? Because I know you're like size doesn't matter, but I'm like it does.
Yeah, I know.
I mean it does. Size and strength. I mean a chimpanzee is like 10 pounds or 10 times stronger than a human. I don't know what it is. Something crazy.
3 feet tall, up to 130 pounds.
Oh.
They're dense.
Yeah.
Oh. So you got a chimpanzee that potentially could be 40 pounds lighter than you.
That's this one. When we're done with the list, may be at the top for me because I know
No,
that
there's
thing's
something
got
else.
some smarts. I got to keep those fangs away from my neck.
A hairless chin.
No. Oh God. Show that to the camera. Here.
Is that real?
Yeah.
That thing is on performance enhancing
Yeah.
bananas.
They are.
And I'm not going to be able to anything like a Kimura. He's just going to be able to get right out of
What
it.
is that?
Kimura is like an arm joint lock on the shoulder.
Oh, because they're so
Pushing here,
flexible.
pulling here.
Because they would just laugh at that, wouldn't they?
He'd just be like, nope.
Ain't happening.
What else you got?
Hey, so you.
A choke's going to be real tough because they're real thin here, and he can turn so bad. I mean, it's going to
Well,
be tough.
that's we're actually coming up on another animal that I was going to bring that up with, but yeah, with the choke out, certain animals are pretty tough. You can't choke an animal out
Right.
that his neck is the same size of his head. The reason a choke works on a person is because you can you can get leverage under the jaw. But like if my neck was as big as my head, I could just, I mean, what are you going to get leverage on? Are you following me? Sorry.
Yeah, I'm following
Are you following me?
I'm following you.
Yeah, because that's how a choke works. I just watched that MMA last night, and I was thinking of this because I knew I was going to talk about it. The guy, when they get a choke, it's because they can get that arm under the jaw, and he can't slip out of that if you lock it in. Mm-hmm. But if his neck was as big as his jaw, which we've seen some people that he could maybe duck out of that. I don't know.
Maybe.
You're doubting me. You're dubious. I can see it right now.
Well, I mean, you're off a little bit on why the choke works, but it's just
a little fuzzy on the particulars. Am I?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
I mean, his neck can be as big as his head if you cut off the carotids.
Right. But I mean, I've seen enough MMA to see that guys can slip out of those too. You've got to have it locked, and the reason it's locked is because you get under that chin. And once you get under that chin and you're holding on and you've got I can't do the thing because I'm not, that's when it works. But if you can't get all the way under the chin, then that he slips out of it.
Right.
Okay. So give me chimpanzee could do some damage. He could do some damage with his hands, his claws. He's got teeth. He's got just incredible strength. What would be your advantage against the chimpanzee?
Oh, there's a lot of them.
There are. I want to hear them. Lay a
I'm
few on me.
smarter. I've got more skills.
You're more evolved.
I'm more evolved. Yeah, I think he's going down for sure.
Okay.
I mean, I just keep coming back to the death thing,
Right.
And I just think he's probably going to, tear me up some. But when it's all said and done, I'm going to get it on the ground. And we're not talking choke anymore. I'm going to get my knee like right in that spine behind their neck.
And crank it up.
Yep.
Okay. You might die, but he'll die first. But if they can get you medical attention, you could live. But he's going to mess you up.
I'm going to need some stitches.
Oh, yeah.
I mean.
Yeah, oh, yeah. Okay, give me a percentage on the chimpanzee then.
80%.
Okay, that's pretty confident.
Yeah.
All right, we're going to a kangaroo. Oh. And here's where I think the leverage, that and a goose, which I skipped over the goose because...
Dude, I will punch a goose right in the face right now.
Right.
Those things, I mean, I'm cool with them. I'll try and kind of go around a little bit.
Sure, get a little
but
respect.
I'll be damned if I'm going to run. I'll turn around.
Those Canadian
should
goose
be
are
nice
pretty big.
to geese, right? They're not going to attack you on purpose.
Right.
They just, no.
Okay, all right.
Geese, 100%.
You're 100% with a goose.
Oh.
What about a kangaroo?
Kangaroo, different story. Okay.
Big. They're big and they're powerful and they're fast.
And they're also one directional, right? They're coming at you with their little arms, right? Like a little T-Rex.
Little T-Rex arms.
You don't worry about this really.
No.
What you're worried about, these suckers right here. He's
there.
going to jump and he's going to just eviscerate you. Is that the right word?
Yes,
Eviscerate
good job,
you.
buddy.
Right? So he's coming one direction.
Okay.
He's going to go for that jump. You cannot be standing
He's
here.
going for your jump.
Jump.
Oh,
he's
for
going to
jump.
do he's coming, he's going to do the jump and try and kick.
Yeah.
Right? See, it's all about distance management, right?
Right.
He goes for his big jump. Maybe I step off to the side
You
a little
olay
bit,
that
and
bullshit.
guess what? Let's go ahead and let him jump.
Right.
Feet come out. Oh, you didn't see that coming. Boom! Head right on the concrete. And if that doesn't do it,
Olay. Oh, that's a jacked up kangaroo.
when's the last time you saw a kangaroo on the ground, though, on its back, rolling around?
I don't know, Dan.
I can get some fake pictures, too.
No, they're real. They
I-
walk up to you and they grapple around your neck and then they jump up and kick you.
I think, Dan, that a kangaroo. Now you could olay and kind of get out, but if he caught you here, if it didn't outright kill you, it would at least stun you enough because you would have no breath.
Yeah.
You would not be able to function
Yeah.
if he could catch you. But you're saying that you had distance management. Okay.
Well, you're not gonna go head on here. You're not gonna win the head on thing.
So you're going.
So
Well,
you
first you're
gotta-
going to give him a side. You're going to give a 90-degree. You're going to go.
Yeah, I'm gonna be moving, and I'm not looking for forward movement. I'm looking for when he does his kick to get it. Like I want to scoop him.
Oh.
Right. I want to scoop
Get him
and
on his
turn,
back?
Scoop and turn. Get him on his back. When's the last time you saw a kangaroo on its back?
Well, I've seen
I don't
one.
think they do
I've
that.
seen one on cartoons where they can like rock back on their tail, and then they.
They probably sleep standing up because if they fell on their back, like a lot of
be like a
dudes, they
turtle?
wouldn't be able to get up. Yeah. And once they're down there, you're in my world now.
Right. So you're confidence-wise.
Well, it all comes down to that kick, though.
Yeah.
You're
Full-size kangaroo coming at you in the wild.
full size.
Full size. They're all full size. We're not, unless I designate different. And this kangaroo, he believes he's going to die. He's in the wild. He lives his life wondering if something's going to come around the corner and kill me, or am I going to kill something else? That's not our world, Dad. Maybe that's your world, though. Because I know you do have an active imagination where you imagine yourself in certain scenarios, and so
Yeah, I don't know on the percentage. 50-50 maybe.
Whoa.
I guess.
Okay, kangaroo. You're giving some props to the kangaroo.
Yeah.
For his ability
Probably
to-
more like 75, honestly.
That's more. That's what I was expecting. Okay, all right. Kangaroo, pretty good. All right, a wolf. Now we kind of covered it with a big dog, but a wolf is a different
Yeah.
category. I mean, it's as big as a big dog, but it's a wolf.
Yeah. But it's a pack animal.
You've seen wolves in the wild.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like on TV, never
only-
out. Hey, look, there's a wolf.
The only ones I've ever seen are the ones on Game of Thrones, but I don't think they are
Those
like
yeah, I don't want to.
a dire wolf. You don't want a dire wolf.
No. But they're pack animals, all
Okay.
right? So they get solo, a little bit sissy, all right?
Okay.
And back to the dog thing,
All right.
they're not going to.
So about the same. You're going to put it. Maybe would a wolf have a better chance of beating you than a large dog? I would
Yeah,
assume
yeah.
so. But it's
Back to your
negligible?
point,
Okay.
that's what he does.
all right.
But
Okay. Now we're okay. A crocodile.
okay, all right.
And we have to put some parameters here, because obviously if you're in water, of a certain depth, that's going to be to his advantage. But if you're like in water up to your knee, then now it's different. Or if you're on land near
Yeah.
water.
Well, he wants to fight me. You said that he thinks he's going to die,
Okay, so
so he's
you're
going to
on
come up on
land.
land
You're on land.
where he's slower.
Okay.
He's not as agile.
I think
and
crocodiles are pretty fast.
They're fast going in a straight line. You got a zigzag on them. You zigzag.
You get a cut.
Well, the thing with crocodiles is they don't have any strength to open their jaw. They just have
That's
all
right.
closing strength.
That's right.
Oh, so if Dan could,
If Dan can get on top of his mouth,
I'm going to go
could
with
you
a
do that?
modified mount.
Modified mount.
Yep.
Okay, describe
just-
what's that like.
Like instead of being totally straddling him,
Okay.
I'm going to have one foot up, my other knee on the side, and I'm going to get on top of that top
Right.
nose.
Yep.
And we're just going to push down, right?
Okay.
Now, I might have to abandon this and step away if things get a little, they got to watch that tail.
Well, they
know?
have claws too.
Yeah, but his claws are, that's the modified mount.
Okay.
Okay, he's not going to get me with my claw. I got good contact with my shin along his little belly. Then this is coming right up in his armpit, right?
Armpit.
Yeah, the front
Yeah.
one. And we're going to push it down, and then we're just going to kind of...
How are you gonna kill it?
That's the tricky part.
Because he ain't never gonna stop, Dan.
No.
He ain't never gonna stop. So you got to kill a crocodile in order to get out of this mess, and I don't know how you're gonna do that.
Well, there again, I'm going to have to lean on the intelligence, right? I mean, I'm thinking I've just got to get him to where he can't move anymore, and eventually he'll die.
Okay.
So I'm just I mean, you're catching me off guard with this. I'd have to think about it. But once I have that nose closed and we're all right here, guess what? I can take my time. What do we got around here? Oh, okay. There's a big freaking rock over here.
Okay, so you'd have time to kind of assess.
Okay. Yeah, I want to get them snared up in a way where, now
you can't go.
now you can
can't
just
move.
sit there and think about what you've done.
Percentage?
Full-grown crocodile.
Full-grown croc. You're a full-grown man, Dan.
50. I hate to even
50%.
go that low because I just.
This is way better than I thought it was going to be.
I think.
Just a couple more here, Daniel. A couple more.
All right.
We're kind of going back to the chimpanzee technique, but we're going against a gorilla.
A silverback?
Well, it doesn't say, but let's say yes, a silverback.
I think I'm a dead man.
I think you are. I can't. I mean, you're a formidable opponent.
Yeah.
And I would not mess with you. You know things. But I don't
Silverback's
see
gonna
any
mess me
scenario
up.
where a silverback gorilla would lose to you.
They're kind of pussies.
What's that?
They're kind of pussies.
What?
Yeah. You know how
They're
gorillas fight?
pussies?
You know how they fight?
How?
They charge each other and they bite. They don't use their big ass arms.
Have you seen silverback gorillas fight online? They have videos of that?
There's an online debate whether a grizzly bear or a gorilla would win.
Yeah.
Grizzly bear.
Well, yeah, easy. And the gorilla even gets less points because the gorilla fights like they don't use their tools.
But are they really trying to fight? Or are they more like?
Well, that's the other thing.
Is it more like a high school fight between a couple of boys where they're titty bumping and pushing and shoving and bullshit?
Gorillas don't really full out fight either. So
They don't what?
they don't really like full out fight either.
I don't know. Would they have to, or have they just not met? It's kind of like the theory about a big guy. Big guy in the world, they don't get messed with. So you don't really. That's why a lot of times the medium-sized guys are pretty good fighters, and the big guys are not because they don't get messed with. Who's going to mess with a silverback gorilla in the wild? I mean, who's going to?
I think if a gorilla would swing its arms, it would beat a lot more things.
I think he could grab one of my arms and one of my
rip
legs
it off your body.
and just tear me
They
apart.
don't do that. They don't rip things apart. They just bite.
Okay, so based on potential, you would have zero chance. But based on what our sound technician over here is saying about their fighting ability and technique, it sounds like maybe you'd have a chance. I don't know.
I think Silverback's going to take me on this.
All right.
Got to be honest.
Okay, grizzly bear, no chance.
No, I think I could take a grizzly bear.
What? How? What are you gonna do?
It's a different animal, okay?
800 pounds, claws. What would you do?
First, I got to have a long stick, okay?
Okay. All right. Let's assume
I
there's
have
a
a
long,
long
stick,
stick.
near you when you're
Right.
Yeah.
What you're going to do is you're going to do the opposite of what some people would do, which is run away,
Okay.
right? You're just going to get up in his grill, be like, what? What? Get him pissed off. What do they do when they get pissed? Get up like this, right?
Right,
He's
right.
up there. When he comes down, you get that stick just right and right into the
Right
heart.
into the heart.
Done.
I never thought of it that way.
Yeah.
That
Saw it
sounds
in a movie.
easy.
I saw it in a movie. It works.
Really? What movie was that? Was that the Anthony Hopkins,
Yeah.
Alec Baldwin?
Yeah,
It's
there
called
is.
The Bear, I believe, or something.
That's
but
how
yeah.
the Indians did it.
Okay. All right.
Of course it comes down to whether if I had the stick and I got some places where I can kind of move around, so you can't I'm not in an open field.
Sure,
Maybe I've
right.
got some trees around.
Right.
Yeah, if I had that, I'd say I had a 25% chance.
Wow. 25%.
At least.
At least. Okay.
Yeah. Because I
Well,
could
see-
also just he's going to open his mouth and go, ah, and then,
Right in there?
Right in his throat.
Yeah.
And just...
Right in there. Okay.
I mean, it would slow him down.
Dan Klein has a 25% chance of beating a grizzly bear.
Why would everybody else say none?
7% of men thought that they could win. I assume a lion, you would know you can't whip a lion. I mean,
they're pack animals. I mean,
but not the daddy lion. The daddy lion, he hunts on his own. Well, actually, the female lions do most of the hunting.
Yeah.
So would we want to say?
Yeah, I'm probably a goner. If I just had my hands against a lion,
yeah,
full-grown lion,
that
with
paw,
his friends,
that paw, Jesus. I mean,
I lose that battle. I lose that
would.
battle every time.
Now, the last one I have for you, Dan, is kind of interesting. It's not one that you would normally think of, but a full-grown elephant.
Oh. I wouldn't want to kill one of those.
No. Only
But
rich CEOs and their progeny would ever dare kill an elephant.
Yeah. You remember Lord of the Rings? How was it Legolas? Is that his name? The elf?
Yeah.
That's how I'm gonna get him. You know, you're gonna get up on him. I could just run up his
if
trunk.
he sat down. Oh no, his trunk.
Trunk, you know. Just get a hold of it. Or get a hold of one of those tusks. And boom. I'm on it. Maybe poking some eyeballs.
You're gonna fight dirty against an elephant. Well, you gotta fight to the death, so you gotta do whatever you gotta do.
Maybe we roll that trunk up, or we just clog it up for a little while.
Yeah, what if you did
disrupt
that?
the
What if
breathing
you
pattern.
right in the old nostrils? Can he breathe through his mouth? I don't know. I don't know how elephants breathe. I don't know.
I bet their ears are very sensitive.
Oh,
I would get
yeah.
up on top of them and just those little hairs just start tickling it and be going like this. And finally it'd start running and I'd be tickling his ear and he's running right at the cliff, and then right at the end I'd jump off and be like, boom. That's
So
how
you say 5%?
Yeah.
5%.
You know how to eat an elephant?
One bite at a time, Daniel.
One bite at a time.
That's how you get a podcast restarted too. One
Yes.
bite at a time.
Yes. My goodness. That,
That
was a
was
lot
good,
of
man.
animal killing.
No,
That
I
was
know.
kinda
And
disturbing.
again, no animals were hurt in the recording of this podcast.
Yeah.
So
None.
I'm not saying Dan wouldn't hurt an animal, but he'd only do it to eat it.
Or if it was wanting to fight.
If it was wanting to fight. Wanting to fight. All right, Daniel. Anything else? What do we got? We're going to try to do this every week now? I mean,
yeah.
do we even make that statement based on our past?
Yeah, we'll just try and get more in for
Okay.
sure.
All right.
I think that's it.
Okay, we've
that's
got,
it.
we will have an interruption in a few weeks because we'll be in Texas. You're going to be there for a week, and when Marta and Beck and I are going to be there for just a few days, but we'll be there overlapping. So
Hey,
maybe we record one while we're there. We've always talked about doing that, and we haven't done it.
Quinn doesn't listen to this, right?
She might.
Oh, okay.
Are you going to say something bad about her?
No, of course not.
Okay.
Just an idea I have. For
Yeah, don't say it then, because she might.
Okay.
But let's
I'll
really
tell you when we
shoot,
shut it off.
Let's really shoot for a simple phone podcast recording while we're in Texas.
Yeah.
And we'll have Kyle and Lance and Ray and whoever, Marianne can jump in. Whoever wants to jump in can get in there, and we'll set it up.
Yeah.
It'll be pretty good.
I hope everybody's doing good can I say post-COVID, or is it like...
I mean, it seems like things are getting back to normal.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. Keep a happy heart,
Yeah.
Seems a little bit grumpy pants going on around here these days.
I know.
So keep a happy heart.
Happy heart.
Everything's good.
All right.
All right, well that's it. Thanks,
Yeah.
folks.
Yeah. Oh, there's one other thing here. It's right here.
Oh, it says go fuck yourself.
Yeah, it really does. Bye, Daniel.
Love you, brother.
Love you, buddy.